the most important position to recruit in this 22 class?
Woo! In this 22 class, is going to have to be defensive end just because there's so many elite ones around. And I know that you can find like big, tall, fast, twitchy ends often, but I mean, the likes of which that are around in this area with, Kenyatta Jackson and Marvin Jones Jr. and Shamar Stewart, and then even if you want to go and extend that to a Dante Anderson and maybe even a couple other guys, there's just some really, really, really elite cream of the crop, tip-top, blue chip guys at that position. And so, yeah, I mean, that's an important one for us. Secondarily, I would say cornerback, just because there's a dearth of talent on the roster and numbers at that position. So until that's addressed, we still need to find good quality numbers to throw at that problem. And then just continuing to push the ball forward, with offensive line and skill positions as well, because, if that's what's giving us this talent advantage that we have over most teams in America and in our conference as well, with with Clemson being, Clemson, Miami, and North Carolina being the top 3 recruiting teams, keeping it that way would mean, doing what we've been doing well in those areas. But yeah, for me, it's edge rusher just because there's so many elite guys, and then cornerback just because we need them.
I know that recruiting analysis isn't necessarily about getting out to the games on a Friday night. Mm-hmm. So 2-part question here. Do you go out to the games on a Friday night to look at particular players? And number 2,
I mean, yeah.
How would you explain your approach to keeping track of everything that you keep track of to get an accurate read on hundreds of players?
I mean, honestly, I don't look at the guys who Miami's not looking at or who I don't think are Miami caliber guys. The guys who I'm paying attention to, I like to say they pop off the screen. They're guys who, oh, wait, whoa, okay, hold on. Let me look at this guy. When I was at Miramar, we played Monarch in the first round of the playoffs one year. And that was when Sean Burgess-Becker was All-American, and everybody's saying, hey, this is a guy who Miami's after, Miami needs to get. And I remember looking at my roster and saying, I don't know who this number 8 kid is, but this is the guy. And that kid was Calvin Ridley. And I was just like, because he popped off the field, and this is a team that that Miramar blew out and everything. Sean Burgess, and everybody's like, number two. And I was like, nah, number 8 is that guy. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of these times it's not hard to see. I've told the story before, man. I went to Miami Norland versus Miami Northwestern in 2012. That was Duke Johnson's senior year. And he did some nasty stuff. Nasty stuff on the field. And we were sitting on the side by the Northwestern band because my friend knew their band director. And I happened to be a little bit too chipper about Duke Johnson from Norland doing something amazing on the field. And, a woman in her 60s or 70s from the neighborhood turned around to me, said, young man, that's going to be quite enough for that. And I said, okay. And I said nothing else the rest of the day. And I mean, she said it just that quiet, but I could tell that the whole stands on that side of Travis Powell heard her tell me that's going to be enough of you cheering for them, and turned right back. I said, okay. But it was because Duke Johnson scored 5 touchdowns that game. He had a punt return, kickoff return, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a receiving touchdown, I want to say, against Miami Northwestern. And he made this jump cut coming back this other way. That was, because I was not really paying attention to my surroundings. I said, oh! I mean, because it was that kind of a thing. And but those players are the ones that it's not hard to see these guys. All these guys that the names are being put in the chat of guys that, everybody watching wants Miami to recruit. Your Wesley Basaints, your Earl Little Juniors, your Zach Rice, this gigantic offensive lineman who is a 5-star, who Zach Walker or Luke Walker wants to go to Carolina and everything. It's not hard to see that those guys are different. You know what I mean? But it's really just looking and seeing how how they move and like what they're, are they doing things that are skills, or are they just like out athleting guys? You know what I mean? And you can see that it's easier to see during basketball, because you can tell who has skills. Because skills are things, okay, like I got handles, I got this, da, 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 da. You can also just sell somebody who's, look, I play football, I run track, I high jump, I'm running down this lane, throw the ball up there, I'm going to jump out of the gym and I'm going to dunk it. You're not going to see me out here ISO. I'm not going to in and out crossover to a sham god. No. I'm not going to do any of those. I'm running. I might catch the ball and shoot it. I might catch the ball, pump fake, dribble it once, and then jump 18 feet in the air. You know what I mean? But that's really it. I mean, what I do, I didn't last year just because COVID, and I was not trying to do that or anything. But no, I do try to get out to games on Fridays. People see me all the time, whether it's at a St. Thomas, whether it's at Traz Powell. I do try to get down there for a lot of those games. You got your Miami Central, Northwestern, and Carroll City, and Norland, and plenty others use that as their home field because there's no on-campus stadiums in Dade County. So you go down to the Mecca on a Thursday or Friday night for a big game. And then, a lot of these games are being streamed as well and everything. But yeah, it's really just already going in with an eye for who you're going to look for, because you already know these names. So you start there and then you go out, so you watch who they're going against and things like that. And then just in the course of the play, this kid was just faster than everybody, or this guy's, or, so it's really looking at that and then kind of digging from there.